let's chat a little bit about setting goals. Setting goals is such an important part of your success, just because it gives you a really gives you purpose to every task that you have to complete. Without a goal, you're just sort of um, going at each task or each item blindly. So it is important to set those goals, give you a sense of accomplishment when you achieve them, and then also a sense of purpose as you dive into each different task that needs to be done. Of course, goal setting is a habit. It takes a little bit of time to get into the routine of setting some goals, and then, it just takes a little work. But once you get going, it's really awesome and can help you succeed in all different aspects of your life. So, that's another important part of setting goals is to keep in mind goals are not just for business, but it's personal items too. So, setting goals in not only your business life, but in maybe your physical life. Maybe it's want to run a marathon. That's a really you need to have goals to be able to accomplish that. Maybe it's a family goal, so you want to take a family vacation every year. All of those different aspects are really important to maintaining balance between work and personal life. So as you set goals, just keep that in mind. Don't just set business goals, but set them for all different aspects of your life. Some interesting information about setting goals. Different studies have shown that you'll save 10 minutes in execution for every minute that you invest in planning or goal setting. So I think that's awesome. I would definitely take the 1 minute to set a goal that's going to save me 10 in the long run. So it is worth it. It will help you succeed and it will save you time in the long run. Now that you know why to set goals, what the reason behind it, I'd like to talk a little bit about how to actually set goals. So there are a few key principles here that I'd like to go over. First of all, when you're setting goals, it's really important that you be specific. So instead of just saying, I'd like to be rich, maybe define what that means to you. So, rich could be, I want to have $1 million in savings and I want to be able to retire at the age of 55 or something along those lines. But with that definition in mind, it helps you see accomplishment and it allows you to achieve at a higher level. Um, another thing, write your goals down. Once you have a specific goal, it's really important to write it down. Goals that you don't look at or that you don't see, it's easy to forget. So, define them, write them down, take the time. It will make you more successful in achieving those goals that you set for yourself. Along those same lines, goals need to be measurable. So, just saying something like, oh, I want to be happy, that's really difficult to define and really difficult to measure. So, put some meat around that. What does that mean to you? To be happy means I'd like to be able to take a vacation every year. So, if you do that, then if you set that goal of summer vacation every year, it makes it easier to. As you're setting goals, also keep in mind set some deadlines. Um, Timeframes are really key in helping you accomplish goals. It doesn't have to be um, long-term deadlines. It could be short-term deadlines or perhaps a combination thereof. So if it's to be the most successful realtor in Dane County, then that maybe is your long-term goal. And put some definition around that. What does that mean to you? So the most successful realtor in Dane County would have 200 transactions next year and is earning a certain dollar amount of commissions, those kinds of things. But then in order to achieve that goal, set some smaller goals for yourself. So break that down. If I'm going to need to do 200 transactions next year, then how many is that per month? And how am I going to accomplish that? What weekly tasks am I going to do to get to however many transactions each month? So by setting those smaller deadlines, you really can help yourself achieve the big picture goals. It's easy to achieve, one transaction a month, or I guess if you're doing 200 transactions a year, it'd have to be more. But of course, it's easier to achieve those smaller goals, and then to let that contribute to the long-term goal. It's really important that the goals that you set for yourself challenge you. Don't set something simple; it will leave you feeling like you won't have that same sense of accomplishment. So challenge yourself, set goals that push you. Don't just settle for, well, if I do um, 5 transactions this year, I'll be happy. Challenge yourself. Say, you know what, I could probably do 10. That's just one more transaction each month or something like that. So push yourself, challenge yourself. It will give you a much higher sense of accomplishment, and it will allow you to change who you are and will stretch you as a person, which of course um, will give you a greater sense of accomplishment as well. Keep in mind when you're setting goals that they need to be in alignment with one another. So don't set a goal of losing weight and then say, but every day I want to eat a bowl of ice cream before bed. Those obviously aren't going to allow you to accomplish the goals that you set for yourself. So if it's eating ice cream every night because you want to enjoy life a little more, then maybe you just set a smaller goal of weight loss, or don't include that in your goal. But just make sure that the goals that you set make sense with one another. Also, make sure that they align with who you are as a person. So, if it's really important to you to be home by 5 o'clock every night and to have weekends off, then your transaction volume is probably going to be a little bit lower. That's okay, but just make sure you know that about yourself before you set a goal of 200 transactions, and then you're working every weekend, every evening, and you're not able to keep that balance or to really focus on the things that are important to you outside of work, which leads really well to the next point there. So your goals need to have balance between your personal life, family life, finances, all those different aspects of your life. They need to be in balance. That analogy is so good about a wheel. If you think about the spokes on a wheel, if one is out of balance with another, then the wheel won't run properly. So just make sure that your business goals reflect your financial goals, which reflect your goals for your family. So just keep that all in mind as you set goals, and yeah, you'll be successful.